That I learned today about negativity. When you dwell on something, any negative thought, you're changing your reality right then and there. So um, it's very important to catch a bad mood, and it's you gotta stop it dead in its tracks when it first starts, because otherwise it's gonna be a snowball effect. You're just gonna keep getting deeper and deeper in. Another thing I noticed is that some of us are addicted to drama, suffering, and the like. That suffering is a part of life, and pain does produce growth. But if we're proactive, then we'll no longer, we'll evolve out of the need to have these painful catalysts in order to, make changes or expand or evolve or progress or grow. So it's just one of those things that it really is mind over matter, you know? If you tell yourself that things aren't going to get better, things are not going to get better. And sometimes you have to adjust your perception of what better could be, because a lot of times, like, whatever you put in, it has to come out. Things have to unfold. So if you have been creating lack and creating negative experiences, and you've been harboring, negative mindset and negative thoughts for, some people it's been like all their life, you know what I mean? So you have to be patient. Like, if you decide to make a change and now you're thinking positive and stuff like that, that's why resiliency really is going to come into play then at that point, because your karma is still being adjusted. So even though you made a change, then your life is going to be rerouted, so to speak. Rerouted to a better experience, a different experience based on the new energy that you've been putting into it. But just like when you get rerouted, like if you take a wrong path, or you miss your turn or something, and you hear your GPS saying rerouting, you don't automatically, your car doesn't just get up and get onto the correct road and now you're fine rolling. You have to sometimes backtrack, sometimes you have to make a U-turn, sometimes you have to continue going down because there's not a street, then you have to turn around and, So while you're adjusting, you don't get mad at the GPS for taking you out, out of your way, or you don't get impatient because, you have to kind of make some adjustments in order to get back to the right road. While you're getting back to the right road, you might go down some other roads, but you have to have faith, and you have to, stay positive and remain optimistic, because if not, then what you're doing is creating a feedback loop of positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. And you're really not going anywhere. That's why a lot of times you'll see people going in circles. Sometimes you'll get down and you just keep going down, 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 down. Sometimes you go up and you're steadily going up. It's depending on the energy that you're putting into your life, into, the things that are going to manifest. But when you are finding yourself going in circles, that's because one day you decided you're going to do all these right things, and you start taking steps, and you get dismayed by the fact that you're not making the progress that you feel like you should be making. And a lot of people call our generation microwave babies because they're used to things happening quickly. You just pop it in, and it's done in a few minutes, as opposed to, the oven method, or, other more archaic methods of heating food, using that as an analogy. So it's the same thing with our lives. If we're expecting quick results, then we're not really trusting in the process. And you need to have that trust in the process. That's also known as faith. You know what I mean? No matter what it is that you do,